Due to the outbreak of COVID-19, the Business Bounce Back Loan was launched in April 2020 by the Chancellor Rishi Sunak to give some much-needed financial aid to businesses. The government have increased the deadline to apply for a Bounce Back Loan now to the 31st of March 2021 and have made some favourable changes to existing and new application loans, as we shall explore. In this video, we will cover the 3 key changes to the Bounce Back Loan scheme for 2021 and beyond, a recap on the basic terms of the UK Bounce Back Loan, a refresher on who is eligible, how is the loan and interest accounted for in your business. This is a good one, so do stick around. And finally, what exactly can you use the loan for? Before I get into today's video, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon to make sure you're kept up to date with all of our latest content. This really helps us to produce more helpful videos and to get you free quality advice from real qualified accountants. So what are the 3 key changes to the Business Bounce Back Loan for 2021 and beyond? Well, the original application deadline for the Bounce Back Loan scheme was the 30th of November 2020. However, with an additional lockdown and further measures taken by the UK government to control the outbreak of COVID-19, this has now been extended to the 31st of March 2021. This means if you didn't apply when the scheme was announced and your circumstances have now changed, you may be able to get a Bounce Back Loan. Additionally, if you have already taken a bounce back loan but didn't borrow the full amount, which is 25% of your turnover up to a maximum of £50,000, you can now top up your existing bounce back loan. Here's how it works. You must contact your original lender to top up your loan. So for example, if your lender is Lloyds, you cannot approach Barclays to get a top up. The repayment and interest-free period is shorter for top-ups, so your 12-month interest-free period will end 12 months after the original date of the bounce back loan, not the top-up date. So for example, if you took out a bounce back loan on the 1st of June 2020 and topped up on the 31st of March 2021, your interest and repayment free period would still end on the 31st of May 2021. Secondly, you can now extend the term of your loan to 10 years. The standard terms state the loan is repayable after 6 years, but you can get an extra 4 years upon speaking to your lender, and if they agree. Normally this isn't a problem and is fairly straightforward. And remember, the 12-month interest-free period is part of either a 6-year term or the 10-year term, and not in addition to. And thirdly, you can pause your repayments for a period of 6 months, but you will have to have made at least 6 months of repayments before you can exercise this option. The overall agreed term of your loan does not change. As a final sweetener, you can also move to interest-only payments for a period of 6 months and use this option up to 3 times during the term of your loan. In the final section of this video, how is the loan and interest accounted for in your business, we go through a simple example using numbers based on a £50,000 loan. Before we continue with today's video, we're thrilled to be launching the Accounting and Tax Academy membership site this year. We'll be posting downloadable resources, tax tutorials, and exclusive courses that you won't find anywhere else. And the best part of it is, it's absolutely free to join. Head to the link in the description box below to find out more. The basic terms and conditions of a Business Bounce Back Loan in a nutshell are: you can borrow between £2,000 and up to 25% of your turnover. The maximum loan available is £50,000. The government guarantees 100% of the loan and there won't be any fees or interest to pay for the first 12 months. But please remember, the government guarantees the intermediary lender, often your bank, and not you personally. After 12 months, the interest rate will be 2.5%. fixed per annum. The standard length of the loan is 6 years, but you can repay early without paying a fee. And finally, there are now 3 new options in 2021 and beyond that have been explained in the first section of this video. Your business is eligible if it is based in the UK, it was established before the 1st of March 2020, it has been adversely impacted by the coronavirus pandemic, it is a sole trader, partnership, limited company, or LLP. You cannot apply if your business is a bank, insurer and reinsurers, but not insurance brokers, a public sector body, a state-funded primary or secondary school, or if you already are claiming under the CBILS, CLBIS or COVID-19 corporate financing facilities. So the key here is that it is a loan and not a gift or a grant. You are expected to pay the loan back in accordance with the terms and conditions. So using a simple example, let's say you are running your business through a limited company and have successfully taken out a business bounce back loan of £50,000 over an extended 10-year period on the 31st of March 2021. Your business has an interest-free period of 12 months to the 31st of March 2022. First of all, the loan is recognised on your balance sheet as a creditor, in other words, money owed to the lender of £50,000. Simultaneously, your balance sheet will increase by £50,000 to reflect the additional cash that has now landed in your business bank account. The overall net position of the balance sheet remains the same. Then after 12 months, interest payments and capital repayments will kick in. In the second year from the 1st of April 2022, your first month's interest will amount to £104.16 at 2.5% fixed PA interest, and the capital repayment amount due will be £462.96, which is basically £50,000 divided by 108 months. So the total payment to your lender is £567.13 of capital and interest in month 13 of the loan. The interest amount of £104.16 is channeled through your company income statement as a tax-deductible loan expense, and the capital repayment amount goes to reduce the £50,000 creditor on your company balance sheet. Now, this is a very common question, and we've already produced a video on this which you can access on the link above. For our complete business bounce back loan playlist, click on the link in the description box below. I hope this video has helped you understand the changes to the bounce back loan scheme in a bit more detail and taken you one step closer to knowing your numbers. As always, let us know in the comments your thoughts on today's video, or if there are any topics you'd like us to cover in the future. Finally, be sure to like and subscribe, as this really does help us to get our content out there. This is Tony Dangel for the Accounting and Tax Academy, and as always, thanks for tuning in.